Boy,
Damn, they really ain't trying to make us great. All right, we live, man. We live. Shit. Well, I guess we're gonna start this over. As soon as people come back to the screen. I guess they don't want us to be great. I don't know what happened, but here, I guess we'll get right back to the three keys to victory. I have no idea what happened. I don't know what happened. I guess they just don't like us. I guess they trying to compose a trade to get rid of our ass. Like they trying to
You know what? Shit happens, but you keep going. You know.
Hey man, I don't know. Hey, I'm about to say call Tara. I don't know why.
I don't know. We back though. We back. We apologize for folks that's just now tuning in. Welcome to the ATL heavy hitters.
Heavy hitter, woman. Where your brain at today, huh?
Look, I'm trying to get this together right about now.
Yeah, damn anime said with some conviction.
Well, y'all say, how about that?
Hey, I don't know what the hell happened, man. I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, they just trying to end the boy. They trying to take us out, man. Y'all can't let that happen. Y'all can't let that happen to us, man.
But you know how it is with streaming services. It ain't nothing, seal proof. So you just got to roll with the punches.
hey, we had to pay some bills, y'all. That's all it was. We had a little commercial break. We had to pay some bills. We back for y'all.
Oh, it's commercial. All right.
Commercial break.
What we selling?
Man, they need to sponsor us for something. We need to be sponsored for something. Shoot, the Atlanta Falcons need to sponsor us. being sponsored by the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, what we're selling this week is a W for the Falcons.
Whoa!
No. I'm talking about the cat game. I ain't talking about this.
We gotta trade Julio. We gotta trade Matt Ryan. They can't do that. We can't do that. We can't win. We're not supposed to win. We're supposed to trade and tank for Trevor. That's what we're supposed to do, right?
Yeah. That's kind of been a bugaboo that I've actually had been thinking about ever since that game Sunday. Because I had to listen to 92-9 the game, and oh my god!
Let's get into these three keys real fast. Before you even get to that, we go. That's exactly what we're gonna go right after this. All right, go ahead and do your three keys real fast, man.
Okay, three keys. First key, do whatever the hell you did Sunday. Accountability, physical. Second of all, do it for 60 minutes. Third of all,
60 minutes.
Don't get no Ford cars because we about to tear them Lions' asses apart.
Hey, I do got Ford stock. I do have Ford stock, so
I do too. So hey, what up?
Hey.
But like I said, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Let me shout out Richard Jr., Tavon Watts, Watkins, Johnny Phipps, Tev 2XX Georgia Sports. God damn.
We're gonna call him Tev.
We're gonna short that.
Shout out to my boy Tev, bro.
Anthony Wright as usual, Asman Campbell, and Mr. Motivator. What's happening, y'all?
What's happening?
They don't want to.
They ain't want to see us going, y'all.
But
they trying to keep us down.
We here for y'all.
I case. Oh,
get StreamYard the powdered toast award of the week for this one. Hold on. Since they want to do us like that. Let's give them the powdered toast award of the week
for StreamYard.
For StreamYard. For denying us for being great.
Look, they said, they finna talk about them wins. Let's get them off of there.
Exactly. All right. Let's get that off. Okay. I'm done. Go ahead, Jim.
Hey, y'all. I just want to say, what's up, everybody? Like they said, they didn't want us to be great tonight, but we're going to go ahead and talk about this win. We're going to talk about this keys to victory really quick because we got Detroit on the docket. Let's do it real quick. As y'all know, I'm starting with the defensive line. Like I said, just like K-Style said, first we're going to start off with do what you did last week. Whatever you ate pregame, eat that again. However long you stretched, if you took a nap before the game, I need you to do the same thing you did last week. I need you to keep
eat
that
your
same
Wheaties,
energy.
eat that shit.
Exactly. If Raheem Morris slapped a couple helmets, I hope he slapped a couple helmets this week. He grabbed some face masks before the game. Whatever you guys did, if you put some sniff some smelling salt, whatever y'all guys did last week, do the same exact thing this. We're gonna start with that. I like that, K-Styles, because whatever we did last week, we were like a whole different team. I don't know if it was like Space Jam and they dropped the special juice, water, whatever they did, but it worked out. So do that. One, do what you did last week. Two, as always, every week, get pressure on the quarterback. Get him off his spot. Don't allow Matt Stafford to get comfortable in that pocket. Make him feel you. Last week, like I said, last Sunday, we basically put Kirk Cousins on his butt. We had him shaky in the pocket. People were talking about, Mike talking about it in his video of Matt Ryan. People talk about his feet being shaky. You get hit by a 300-pounder a couple times, and your feet gonna be shaky too. So Kirk Cousins looked real shaky in the pocket after he got hit a couple times Sunday. So as I say, get pressure. Yep, there you go, right there. Get pressure on Kirk Cousins, on any quarterback. You bring that pressure, they're gonna get rattled. So get pressure. Also in this game, feed the beast in the backfield. Todd Gurley, continue to feed him and Brian Hill. This game, they actually used the three-headed monster. I seen some Ito Smith, I seen some TG, Todd Gurley, and I seen B Hill. Use those guys in this game. Let's stay balanced. As I always talk about it, keep these guys off balance. Stay ahead of the chains. We did that on Sunday. We did a good job of not putting ourselves in a lot of third and long. And that's huge because on the plays that they actually blitzed us, Dirk Cutter actually called a good game, fellas. I can't believe it. He actually used the players in the proper way. When I seen Ito Smith catch that little wiggle route on third down, when I think it was Yannick Ngakoue covering him, when they tried to blitz the house and do that zero blitz, and Matt Ryan just made it back and threw it in the middle of the field, that's the way you're supposed to use Ito Smith. So I'm going to need, not Todd Gurley, but I'm going to need Dirk Cutter to do the same thing he did last week. I'm going to need you to stay balanced, run the football, because if you remember Sunday, we really didn't run the ball that well, but he stayed with it. And I think that really had a lot to do with Raheem Morris. He stayed on his tail, like, we're going to continue to run this ball. He didn't do like Dan Quinn and sit back and let Dirk Cutter throw the game out the window and let them come back. He kept the momentum going, and they ran the ball. They stayed aggressive. And my last key to victory is smart coaching. Smart coaching. Don't be doing any dumb things. If you notice, Raheem Morris actually punted the ball a couple times last week. He didn't go for it on every fourth down. He went for it on fourth down when it made sense. I think it was one play when we were like on the 50-yard line, and they went for it on the fourth down and they picked it up. But you didn't see him being dumb and talking about we're going to be ultra aggressive. We're going to go for it on every fourth down. No, if you play the field position game. If we're backed up and it's a 3-and-out, just punt the ball. Let your defense have faith in your defense, because last week the defense proved that they can pull their weight. And last week we played complementary football. The offense did their thing, the defense did their thing, and the special teams did their thing. But that's pretty much all I got. It's smart coaching, run the football, stay balanced, and defensive line, get after Matthew Stafford, and we'll win the game.
Just win, baby.
You know it. Just win. Like Al Davis. Just win, baby.
Hey, mine's going to be real. I don't know about quick, but it's going to be simple. First one. I don't know about do what we did last week, because honestly, I wasn't.
You got to do better.
You got to do better, man. You got to do better, and I need to see that same exact enthusiasm and more. I know a lot of players can get up. Keanu, he played like I was proud of what Keanu was like. He didn't seem scared. He wasn't thinking about his injuries. He was moving around. He's never really been the greatest with covering tight end, so it's like nothing out of the ordinary as far as his coverage is concerned. I mean, Irv Smith is this dude is about as fast as a wide receiver, so I'm not gonna say, oh, he could have covered Irv Smith a lot better. Like Irv this dude run about a 4.4 or 4.5 at tight end. Like that's pretty fast. There's not a lot of wide receivers that run a 4.5, 4.4, 4.5. So, like being beat by Irv Smith, on it was pretty much blown coverage. Just miscommunication that happens during the game. So, like I said, I'm not too down on as far as his coverage concerned, but I need to see that enthusiasm first. The second, I'm proud of what I saw from Raheem Morris. One thing that I'm really proud of, somebody put Dirk Cutter in his fucking place. I said I was going to watch my language, but somebody put his behind in his place. Somebody really put him in his place. We didn't see 30, 45, 50 dang passes every single, like, in the first half. Like, Matt Ryan, yeah, it was about, 25? But the Falcons pretty much dominated the time of possession. So, is misleading to see, Matt Ryan threw the ball almost 40 times. Like, that's kind of misleading. That happens when not only, no, we weren't, real successful with the running game, but they stayed with it. And that's something that we've always said. It's like coaches always say it all the time. It's like it's not always about how well you run. It's the willingness to run and to put out like Drew always say, man, we gotta put a body on these dudes. Like Caleb McGarrett, those guys are big. Like at the end of the game, towards the end of the game, these guys, man, they worn out. You try having a 340-pound dude lay on you. Look, my homeboy, he's 6 feet, 300 pounds. He laid on me before, okay? It don't feel good, all right? I'm here to tell you, okay? It don't feel good. So to have a guy 300 pounds laying on you, are you doing that every, 60, 70 plays? Oh, at times, depending on how the time of possession is, because, how things are going during the game, it could be 60, 70 times a game. And that's just on one side of the ball. So I'm glad that they did stay with it. But somebody put him in, Raheem put him in his place. And the third one for me, man, is just, man, you got to play like you guys. Like, I'm going to say this. This is my third one. I love what I saw from the secondary. Those guys showed me everything that I needed to see. I said that Isaiah Oliver has everything that what it takes to be a Pro Bowler. I still believe that, but it's going to take the coaching to bring that out of him. That's what we saw. We saw accountability. I saw Raheem Morris actually scream at somebody on the sideline. He actually screamed at someone, like he was really upset on the sideline. We saw emotion on the sideline. Bro. Like
he probably screamed at B Hill for fumbling. That's what he screamed at. He screamed at B Hill like he was Petey.
I know he screamed at Bill Carpenter.
He would. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Like I said, I'm proud of what your boy. I wasn't necessarily and really too enthused about the draft pick of having AJ Terrell. I thought they was gonna go a different route, but man, he's proven everybody that he deserved to be that number one pick. Like this dude is like, anytime you see a cornerback baiting quarterbacks, and this is Kirk Cousins. I don't give a damn what people think about Kirk Cousins. He's a damn good quarterback. He was like, you baited him into that interception, and he won. That's right there is a huge sign of good things to come from our secondary. So, that's it, man. That's my third one. Man, I think we can get into what we really want to talk about. Kev?
Yeah, but I'm about to say, like I said, I also want to see them, like you said, did last week, like I said, mix them coverages up like they did. Because I saw a lot of show blitzes going into cover threes. Like you said, be unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it up. That's all this team needs is not to be so predictable where everybody know what you're gonna do for 3 straight plays before they even hit the field.
Right.
Yeah, I agree completely with you, K Styles. I just want to it was a comment that was up there when you was talking, Mike. I didn't want you to lose your train of thought. It was Anthony Wright. He was talking about AP and DeAndre Swift, that we're gonna have to tackle well in this game, and I completely agree with him. And that's what I talked about. I noticed last week, like tackling is about effort. Me and Mike talked about it. K Styles, we talked about it in the first 5 games that we lost. It's like that's why Mike kept saying that the team gave up on Dan Quinn, because if you watch last game and you watch the first 5 games, guys just won't sprint into the football. Period. That's effort. That's effort. Mike Davis ran through us. That was effort. Guys just gave up. Guys just were not motivated. Period. You can just turn on the tape. If you recorded any of the games, go back and watch the first 5 games and go back and watch last. Guys were actually flying around to the ball, and guys were being aggressive. Guys were willing to come up and tackle. And that was Raheem Morris, as Mike talked about, holding these guys accountable. Like if you don't go out there and prove, don't tackle and don't chase, I'm gonna pull you. I think that's basically what he told them. I'm gonna put somebody else in the game. After Hill fumbled, he didn't get in for a good little while. I don't know if you guys noticed it. After he fumbled that football, I immediately saw Ito Smith in the next drive, and that's basically was him trying to a little bit kind of like make B. Hill more hungry and actually humble them. Like if you don't, if you turn the football over, I'm gonna put you on the bench and I'm gonna play somebody else. And that's basically what he did. And sometimes that's when you find out who's the dogs on the team and who's the cowards on the team. Because a lot of the times, if that player quits, that just shows what type of player that you have. But B. Hill actually got back in the game and held on to the football. So he didn't let it get to him. But like you said, Raheem Morris held those guys accountable. So I think that was a good comment by Anthony Wright, because AP is gonna fight for every yard, every inch, which could be a good thing and a bad thing, because that gives us a chance to try to strip the ball out. And we know Ofoye, Oluokun love to punch the ball out. So I hope AP does try to fight for yardage and not pay attention.
The Peanut Tillman School of punching balls. Yes.
Hey man, that's what we that's what we that's what we Hey man, never mind. My head just went completely that way.
Balls.
Yeah.
I mean,
My head just went there. But hey, I believe we'll win 6th game, 3rd in the division. Yeah, man. I think that's a great way. I think that's reasonable. Just based on the schedule itself. I'm not really scared of a lot. Like honestly, I'm not just saying this. I really believe that we can beat every team in this division twice. We've already kind of, lost 1 division game. This pretty much disqualifies us as far as the playoffs concerned. But you can't lose to Carolina and think you're gonna win the division. I'm just sorry. That's just real. Being real. We can't lose to Carolina, the worst team, and think we're gonna come on now, bro. Yeah, but 6 games, I think that's right. I think that's exactly what we aim for, to be honest, because I'm tired of these mother pluckers. Okay, that's my new word. All right, mother pluckers. All right, mother pluckers who are out to trade Matt Ryan for some damn the little hippie from Clemson. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, y'all know the hippie from Clemson.
Sunshine. That's what I call him. Sunshine. That's his name.
Sunshine. Hey man, y'all gotta stop this mess, man. Y'all gotta stop this mess. All right. My thing is this, and I've always been an advocate. And I always say this. Stop crowning guys king. Stop crowning guys Hall of Famers. Stop crowning guys great players, even Pro Bowl players, before they even get on the field. We don't even know this guy's gonna make it on the field. How do we know he's going to make it? Like, seriously, he could decide that he wants to, He want to go smoke some weed in California. We don't goddamn know. Like, we have no idea what's left. You know what I'm saying? We have no idea what these guys are going to do. Who would have thought that your boy Andrew Luck would have just said, "Hey man, I just had enough of football. I quit." We don't know. But you guys are ready to throw a guy that is here and Matt Ryan, who's been here and he's still playing well after you guys said he was done. Mm-hmm. He's still here performing. You want to get rid of a guy that's performing for a guy that we don't even know what he's going to be.
What it's going to be.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know if they're going to come out being bust or not. You never know what's coming out.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. And that's my only issue. It's not just for Trevor Lawrence. This just goes for anybody, for any quarterback. You're talking about Justin Fields. You're talking about Justin Fields, the same guy who couldn't even win the starting job at Georgia. That's what y'all want? Hey man, somebody else take it before I go off on a tangent, man.
I don't want to piggyback on what you said, Mike. Y'all know I did my video about Matt Ryan, and I kind of compared it to the situation with Andrew Luck with Peyton Manning. But when you were just talking about it, I talk about the players today that we kind of already crowned in as great players. But what kind of pissed me off is you have these players that are veteran players that have proven it for over a decade.
Dang.
And we consistently try to crown these guys that are up and coming. Like, I've seen a lot of people talking about the kid that plays for the Bills, Josh Allen. Like, a lot of people are like bloviating about him, like he's better than Matt Ryan, and like he's gonna be a top 5. He's a top 5 quarterback or top 10 quarterback. And I'm like, he's only really had one good season. Let's be real. If you go look at his numbers, he was completing less than like 50% of his passes when he first came in the league. So Josh Allen, and if you watched the game the other night against the Chiefs, he was all over the place with his accuracy. So he's one of those guys that has a strong arm. But I agree with Mike. Like, I have to see a guy do it for at least 5 or 6 years before I'm like, yeah, this guy's elite. This guy's going to be a great quarterback. I can say he's a good quarterback, but I feel like when a player comes in and has like one good season, we automatically crown that person like they're the next great thing. It's the same thing that happened with Kyler Murray. I don't know if you guys watched the other night. They blew the Cowboys out yesterday on Monday Night Football.
5-foot ass down somewhere. He up here parading around like he damn Tom Brady or something. Man, you don't sit your midget ass down somewhere.
Exactly. But what bothers me, Mike, is he was on the NFL top 100 and Matt Ryan wasn't. This man completed nine passes last night. 9 passes. He was like 9 of 30 or something crazy last night. And we're saying that this guy's a top 100 player and Matt Ryan isn't. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, we crown these players. He's only in his second year. Like, he ain't done anything yet. Like, yeah, the Cardinals are having a decent season, but he hasn't done anything. Like, he hasn't done anything, but we're crowning him. So I'm like, I think that I agree completely with you, Mike. Like, I really think that we need to have more respect for these guys that have done it. Like, even as much as I hate Drew Brees because he plays for the Saints, he's done it. Tom Brady, as old as he is, old Yeller, he's done it. Like, he's done it. Like, we might dislike him, but he's done it, dog. Like, you got to give him his respect. So I'm like, all these young bucks that's coming in, they got to come in and pay their dues. They just got to come in and pay their dues. We need to stop crowning these guys because, like I said, I wouldn't trade Matt Ryan for one of these quarterbacks that's up and coming. That's like, I've seen them do it in the league. Like, at one point, I don't know if you guys remember everything about Deshaun Watson possibly being traded for Matt Ryan. And I was like, no, I don't want it. Now look at Deshaun Watson. Yeah, they took D-Hop from him, but I'm just like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna let K Styles take it. So before I get rambling, go ahead, K Styles, do your thing, dog.
Don't, Miss Maggie. Look, I got this. We got this. I see all these dumbasses in these comments. I see this.
I'm looking at the comments like, come on, y'all. Y'all just come together in a Matt Ryan hate convention. Is that what it is? It be the same few people. I see y'all in there. Y'all just can never give this man credit. I'm sorry to cut anybody off, but y'all can never give this man credit. He had a good game. Or he just getting garbage stats and things like that. But, I mean, what do you want him to do? Lay down and do shit? We won. Everybody was playing how they supposed to have been playing this game, and you still want to call them trash. You still want to shit on them. Y'all gonna lose this man. He's gonna go to another team, and guess what? Get a championship ring.
Oh, he probably always have. He's probably always halfway out the door.
Don't be saying no sorry to me. I'm tired of it. Y'all just look. It's sick of you. Just yeah. You see the coach GMs. Yeah, I'm sick of them couch GMs and y'all go ahead and try to operate a team. Let's try that. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm challenging you. Exactly what do you need? Why do we need to trade Matt Ryan? And what pieces do we need?
Yes, please.
I need facts.
Put the comments up. So we here. We got time for you today. We got time for you today.
Yeah. Other than he's trash, I need to know exactly if you're going to get rid of Matt Ryan, if you're going to get rid of Julio Jones, you need to tell me what key pieces we are going to be picking up to make our team awesome. Other than just tanking for somebody.
They don't
Let me know. Give me something that's going to make
me
me believe, okay, maybe this is a great idea. I want to hear you. All these people in here in these comments, I want to hear from you. Seriously, I need to hear it.
The challenge is on.
I seen somebody say I just seen somebody say I would take Josh Allen over Matt Ryan. Oh Lord.
Oh, man, sit your ignorant ass down somewhere. Ignorant, okay? Ignorant. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
whatever y'all own, look, if it's some kush, please send that bitch to me, okay? I need some of that shit. I don't know what y'all own, but Josh Allen, the Josh Allen, that could barely compete a pass his rookie year.
Shout out to Dunn. Shout out to Dunn. Feeler Sports, y'all. Go follow him.
Hey.
Check him out. But look, what y'all got? Crickets, right?
Oh, they ain't got no. Oh, they can't.
They don't have no
stats.
Facts. They don't have no stats and facts. That's the problem.
Let me get this out right quick. Okay. Like I said, this is just like I said. I was listening to 92.9 the game after the win. I have never seen so many fans mad that we won. Falcon fans that mad that we won. Like I said, for one thing, you can't get rid of Matt Ryan if you try. We already in damn near salary cap hell as it is now. So you really want to put this team in most salary cap hell? And first of all, these players are not finna tank. If they bad, they just bad. But I wouldn't want my team to tank for nobody.
Professional players tanking.
Like I said, that's not having pride in your team. So basically, you just show what type of person you really are.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Matt Ryan has disappointed a couple people. He had a couple disappointing games and stuff.
And he admitted to it. He took ownership to it. I messed up.
But every quarterback has a bad game. Every quarterback does. Like I said, if every quarterback had perfect games, there'll be no Super Bowl winners because everybody's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. And like I said, and like these peoples, like my peoples here say, what's the solution? What do you have?
Not like what Zero Pound said. These Matt Ryan haters trying to turn us into the Browns, where they get a new quarterback every 3 years. You know what? The Falcons fan, we like shit shiny. We like the shiny stuff. You know, I'm sick of this one. This don't light up no more.
Hey, that's what I'm about to get to. I'm about to say they want the new Ferrari with the fucked up engine in it. Instead
you got that tax return vehicle. Yeah. That's what they want. They want to spend all their money on it. Then it ain't driving at the end of the week.
And look, instead of getting the 2000 Toyota Camry, 400,000 miles on it and running like it's brand new.
Tell them, K-Style. They want to be like me. I got a Nissan Sentra, been running for 10 years, dog. A 09 Nissan Sentra. That jank's still running like it's But they'd rather have a Ferrari, like you said, with the what's the lawnmower engine in it.
Yeah, get that lawnmower engine. And, well, like I said, no. What it is going to be a Ferrari in the lot. They're gonna go to Par's Cars and get this motherfucker. And what's gonna end up happening once they drive it off the lot, they're gonna
build a car. That's what they getting.
They're gonna open up that hood and find out that they got a lawnmower 3.5 engine in there. That ain't real shit.
Hey, we got one of them Lego cars. Them Lego cars. We got them Lego builder cars. That's what they want, man.
Yeah. But you can't, like I said, this team is strapped. Like I said, Matt Ryan is strapped for life. Mm-hmm. So you either deal with it or you just don't be a Falcon fan no more.
Exactly.
Hey, look. I ask this question every time. Mm-hmm. Do you guys have anything besides the two? We say this all the time. He didn't win us a ring, and he just sucks. That's all you say.
I still ain't seen those stats.
I just want to, please, somebody show me the stats where Matt Ryan sucks. Because I've seen every stat possible from every quarterback. Show me the stats where he absolutely sucks and ranks near the bottom. But because you can't say it's not first down, because when it comes down to quarterbacks and quarterback runs, Matt Ryan is always near the top in quarterback runs. So he's not slow. He is near the top in completion percentage. He's tied. You know, he's second in yards right now. Even when he had a bad game, he had 2 bad games, and he's still 2. He's still second in the entire league. And you guys said he sucked. So what is it? Show me
Somebody
where.
Said Google it. Somebody said Google it. Google. This proves
Google
that your lack of you got to rely on Google. If you truly are so dead set on being such a hater for Matt Ryan, you should be able to tell me something.
So, let me get this out the way too.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'm trying to contemplate it here right quick. So, if we get rid of Matt Ryan, as everybody say we do, like you said, and he goes to another team, wins a Super Bowl. We draft Trevor Lawrence, and he plays like shit.
Look, K-Styles, I got your question. What's the solution then when we stuck with a quarterback that can't perform like Matt Ryan can perform? And ain't no going back to Matt Ryan because the grass ain't always green on the other side. Once he gone, he gone. Once Peyton Manning left the coach, he was gone.
Oh, look, I already know what the answer's going to be.
Minimum now for a quarterback, a minimum for a quarterback now is 4 years, $80 million. So you stuck with him. $80 million contract with a quarterback. That's the minimum. 4 years, $80 million that you got to play a quarterback now. The market for quarterbacks are going up. So you're going to bring in a quarterback that you must play. You must play and you must pay him to play. You're doing exactly what the Jaguars are doing right now with what was his name? Blue Borders. They were stuck. They paid that dude all that money and they paid all that money for him. And guess what? They were stuck with it. They were stuck with ass. A big wobbly, sloppy looking ass. That's what they were stuck with.
Yeah, right. And then it comes down to it like.
They go to comment right there, K-Style.
Hold on, wait. It had a perfect passer rating in the bowl, case closed, and not all on that. Like I said, it's not all him. Like I said, if you want to win a championship, it's not one player. It's a whole team. You got to have the whole team complement each other. Mm-hmm. We could say, well, I'm gonna use this case because I always hear this stuff. Matt Ryan had a better defense, better supporting cast than when Michael Vick was down here. This is what I'm gonna point out to. If I remember correctly, them Michael Vick teams had better defenses than we had. Than he had right then.
Facts.
Had better O-line, Had better running game.
He had 3 Pro Bowlers on the offensive line.
Secondary
wasn't all that good, but it was still better than what we had, what Matt Ryan had. Mm-hmm. Now, if you look at, then the other one would be, well, he had Julio Jones. Any quarterback will want Julio Jones on their team. Let's just keep it real.
K-Styles, they moving the goalpost, dog. That's all. That's the biggest problem I have with the Matt Ryan haters. Like, name me a quarterback that didn't win with any weapon. Name me a quarterback. Put it in the chat. Any quarterback that didn't have weapons that won a Super Bowl by themselves.
See the problem is that they're so stuck on Tom Brady because he didn't have no-name receivers. But you have to remember, special teams, defense, and don't forget his number one receiver at that time was Kevin Falk. Mm-hmm. There wasn't no other receivers.
I mean, he had Gronkowski, he had Randy Moss. Like, he had, those are Hall of Famers.
Aaron Hernandez. He had some players, dog.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Hernandez was no joke. Aaron Hernandez was absolutely no joke. That dude was a baller. So, like, stop. Like, what are we talking about? Like, seriously, like, we're gonna punish Matt Ryan for having weapons. You saw, you see Randall Cunningham. He had the luxury of having Chris Carter and Randy Moss. Nobody put Randall Cunningham down for having weapons. You look at like even Brett Favre, Antonio Freeman, and he had Shannon Sharp's brother, Sterling Sharp. Like, those are Hall of Famers, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, we stop. We're downing players.
Joe Montana had Jerry Rice. Almost
Roger Craig.
Steve Young had Jerry Rice too,
and T.O. at the same time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what are we doing? We playing them games now? Like, that's like, stop moving the goalposts, like you said.
Stop like this comment by John. Just get me Matt Ryan in a good supporting cast.
That's basically it.
That's all you need.
That's it.
And then, like you said, even if Matt Ryan's not the quarterback for the Falcons, like you said, you still want your quarterback to have the supporting cast. So you can't put your faith in just one quarterback and think he's Jesus and coming and we're gonna win 10 Super Bowls with this guy. And it hasn't proved nothing yet.
I got it for him, K-Styles. I know who exactly what quarterback you talking about with no weapon. Carson Wentz. Y'all go look at Carson Wentz right now.
He was on the bench.
The Eagles are 1-4-1. They don't have no weapons. Everybody's hurt on their team. Carson Wentz has no weapons right now.
Good. You looking real good right now.
But look, now that's what it looks like when the quarterback trying to do everything by himself. You suck. The Eagles suck right now. The reason they suck is not because of Carson Wentz, it's because he has no help. When he had weapons, he dang near almost won the MVP the year he got injured when they won the Super Bowl. He was balling, but he had weapons. He had Torrey Smith. He had Alshon Jeffrey. He had Jay Ajayi. He had weapons. He had LeGarrette Blount.
Now this is what I'm talking about. I love these comments. This is realistic comments in the, this is real football right here. You know what I'm saying? Just there you go. Just that's what I'm talking about.
That's basically what our offense is now.
Exactly.
Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark, Adrian James. That's basically what our offense is. But what
Donovan had Brian Westbrook, Darren Sproles, like those guys are them dang good players, man. Yeah. Those are dang good players.
Right.
Yeah, like come on, like we're talking about like who has weapons now. Like so when does like playing quarterback, you're supposed to do it all yourself. Like that's how we play. Like what planet you guys like? What planet are they from?
Okay, hold on. Here's a comment here from Tony Pham that he says, "I want a quarterback like Russell Wilson. He's accurate and clutch."
Russell Wilson ain't even clutch.
Hold on, let me get.
He got picked off in the Super Bowl. What the hell are y'all talking about?
Let me get this one right quick because I like Russell Wilson a lot, but you have to remember If it wasn't for that Legion of Boom and Marshawn Lynch for that first Super Bowl, that second Super Bowl was the passing the guard. They wanted that to be Russell Wilson's team, and they cost them a Super Bowl, and they ain't been back since. Aaron Rodgers won his Super Bowl because he was the new quarterback. Nobody knew who he was. Mm-hmm. He was 3 years behind Brett Favre and won a Super Bowl since.
Oh, can I mention this though? That Matt Ryan team, that Matt Ryan team, you know that Matt Ryan team. Oh, he put out Russell Westbrook, Wilson. All right, they put him out. They put him out.
And the Legion of Boom. Say it. And the Legion of Boom was still there.
And the Legion of Boom. So the guy that you guys love so much actually isn't that clutch. So I mean, like I said, you guys have nothing really to stand on when it says that Matt Ryan absolutely sucks. Just say you don't like him and you want him out of Atlanta. I will respect that a lot more than just making up a bunch of crap, because that's all it is. It's just a bunch of crap. You have nothing to stand on. You guys were so happy when he struggled for 2 games. You guys were like, "Oh, see, this is the proof that we need to get rid of Matt Ryan after 2 games." And you was like, "Okay, we need to start over. We need to like." Even though the defense was out there, 31st, 32nd in the league in almost every category, you guys took amongst yourself to point out and single out Matt Ryan and say we're losing because of Matt Ryan. He only accounts for 30% of the salary cap. So what happens to the other 70% of the salary cap? What happens to the other players? It's 3 phases of football. Offense, defense, special teams. What happens to the other 2 phases? Did they do their job? Oh, you guys don't want to talk about that part. They don't want to talk about the defense not doing their part.
Like you said.
Now it's quiet in the comment section. Now they ain't got nothing to say.
They don't have no stats and facts with it. I've talked about it. I don't care if you want to debate me about Matt Ryan, but bring your stats and facts of why he sucks or why you want another quarterback. Like Mike, you talked about it. We beat the Legion of Boom. If you remember, we beat them twice in the playoff. We beat them when they were in their prime in 2012 when we still had Harry Douglas, we still had Roddy White and Tony Gonzalez. We beat the Legion of Boom then, and then we came back in 2016 during our playoff run. We went to the Super Bowl. We beat him again. So like, exactly. So what else did he got to prove to you guys? Like real talk.
And like I said, my thing is it's not so much of putting him on a pedestal. It's what's shown on the tape, and the fact that, like I said, you haven't came with a solution to what will be a better option than him. Because
how the hell you gonna put somebody on a pedestal when he on a motherfucking throne? He don't need to be on no damn pedestal. He already on the damn throne, bitch. He on the damn throne. He the king. Deal with it. He's the fucking king. Not no weak ass T.I. Matt Ryan is the king, okay? Matt Ryan is the absolute king, and y'all just gotta deal with it. When it comes down to this Falcon stuff, Matt Ryan is the king. Period. Point blank. There's nothing you can say to change that. It's facts. It's stats. And let's just get to my boy. What's your name? I forgot your name. What's your name?
Right there. I'm pointing at you.
Is Matt Mike?
What's your name?
The Don said, I'm here.
What my name is, I'm Shawty. That's my name.
What your name is?
What your name is?
Shawty. Hey, but anyway, I'm gonna take a page. I'm gonna take a page out my grandmama book. You know how you do something wrong.
Oh, damn.
My grandma did. Hey, she just say, sit by me. Come sit by me. Y'all dumbass, y'all come sit by me. Because I'm tired of just sitting up here talking and doing all this stuff on social media, man. Mm-hmm. It's to the point, man. It's ridiculous. These people that they don't want to learn. Like what? Other than, if Trevor Lawrence could play defensive end or safety, then maybe I'll draft him. But he don't play that position. So no, we do not need Trevor Lawrence. been saying stupid stuff all week. People mad about us. Why we winning meaningless games? We should have tanked. Tank for what?
Exactly. What professional players gonna sit here and tank? Seriously, make it make sense. You, for one thing, you want to appeal to the next team for one thing, because you might not be on the Falcons next year.
Exactly.
That's
You
a
want
loser
somebody to look
mentality.
at you. Mm-hmm.
That's a loser's mentality. Like the Donna's saying, like that's a loser mentality to say we're gonna tank the season, because what you don't understand is you breed that culture when you do things like that. Like people don't realize when you start tanking, I'm telling you, you breed that culture in the locker room. Me and Mike was talking about it, man. In K-Styles, we've been talking about the new head coach to coming in having an identity. If you go to your team and say, "You look, we're gonna tank y'all," like you're gonna breed that culture. Like what free agent gonna want to come play for the Falcons if we tank?
Let's put this into perspective. Do you really think of Julio Jones want to just lose on purpose? Come on now. And people gotta understand too. Football is a business. Arthur Blank done built that $2 billion stadium. Do you really think he want to sit here and all his games? You lose all the games, guess what? And you already know our fan base is finicky. They ain't finna go to no games when we lose. It's not. We're not in Cleveland. We're not in Green Bay. We're not in Dallas. You know, those franchises, they can lose games and they'll still have a packed stadium. Falcons can't afford that.
Hold on, I want to highlight this comment right here.
Hey, you know what to say? I know this guy too.
I mean, did
hold
you just really say that? Did you? Matt Ryan couldn't close out the Super Bowl.
Oh, I
just want to go ahead. Go ahead.
If he don't get his big win riding, on one of those
Okay. Somebody else in the comments said it here. 31 quarterbacks lose the Super Bowl every year.
Mm-hmm.
Every year.
There's only one. Like you said, okay, the 28-3, we lost the Super Bowl. Okay. Well, what you gonna say? Michael Vick is better. Michael Vick didn't even get there.
He never played in a Super Bowl.
Never.
Who eating?
Somebody eating some American deli over there or something.
I'm about to mute you. You ready to eat?
I had to turn on my air fryer because I'm trying to cook this chicken, man. I just figured I'd check in. I just figured I'd check in with y'all a little bit, see what the temperature is. But obviously, by the comments, it's pretty much the same thing I had on my show that I just got off with LaDonna.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's the same people. They just followed on over here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The only thing I could say is for the people that say that, they basically just said Dan Marino is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL history. By the way, by what they standards is.
Crazy, he said, "Don't burn the chicken up."
Nah, I ain't gonna burn it up, man.
So get that cool chicken over there.
Nah, man, I'm about to make me some lemon pepper wings since my favorite store closed. So I got to make some myself.
Hey, man, you and them lemon pepper wings, man.
Hey, man, it's comfort food, man. Especially after my Falcons did the damn thing this past Sunday, so I got to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
We got.
All my other teams didn't do so great, so I got to hang on to this one.
Exactly.
So it is what it is, and like
I got a question for both you and Dunn. I got a question for you and Dunn, man. This is something that I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Atlanta Falcons defense. We all can, we can all see it's clearly the issue. I mean, you got to be a damn idiot. I mean, you got to be a Trevor Lawrence fan to pretty much see that this defense is not. I mean, this team clearly needs defense. Unless you only Trevor Lawrence fans are ignoring this defense. Okay, they're the only ones. How would you take on this defense? And zero probably we're gonna get right to you. I truly appreciate the super chat. We're gonna get right after this question. We're gonna get right to that one. But you and Dunn, we can clearly see that this defense needs to be. I don't want to say rebuilt, but they need to be retooled or like as far as a scheme, would you do something with the scheme, or would you just bring in a couple of players and just keep the guys that you have on defense? What would you guys do? Let's either one of you guys go first.
I'll let Don go because I'm still
I
getting my thoughts together. Go ahead.
Mr. Dre. Well, if everybody who ever been following, go follow Forever I Love Atlanta Sport Podcast. I pretty much do, everything that sports. But I've already said that what I do, I'll put in that's proven. Not another Dan Kidd, not another Mike Smith, but someone who's proven, like a Don Martindale, defensive coordinator out there in Baltimore, or bring in Rex Ryan. Or if we want to go to offensive line and get coach route, I'll still bring in the guy like Wade Phillips to come in and be tools in this defense. And the problem with this defense is not that we see the game on Sunday. We played a good offense like the team. All right? Make no mistake about it. Vikings has a good offense. All right? Now, do we need more players on the team? Yes. We need a pass rush. That Greg Russo guy that's in Miami, I'll draft him. If he got off the court, what I'll do, I'll trade that. But we're going to have a huge problem with the safety. Deanna Neal's not coming back. We're not bringing back Monte Casey and Ricardo Allen either. And they end up as because of how safety are getting paid. So I would draft safety. I would probably bring in a vet. And if we're bringing in a guy like Don Martin, he can end up either bringing in middle linebacker and he's drafting a linebacker. Because Debo, he doesn't fit that traditional linebacker scheme that Don Martin or even Rex Ryan uses. Okay. So that's my thing.
Dre?
Well, honestly, me personally, I like what I saw. I like what I saw Sunday. It seems like, remember I said last week that this defense or this team as a whole under Dan Quinn tuned out. I saw a whole different team Sunday. I saw a team that looks like they was 5-1 instead of 1-5. Do we really have to change anything on defense? No, but I would love if we. I don't think, but I doubt we have any money. I would love to see the Falcons go out and be actively try to make a splash in free agency, but I doubt that'll happen because of our money situation. But honestly, I said it before and I said it again. I think Ricardo Allen's gone. I think Canal Neal's gone. I think there's going to probably be a couple more players that's not going to be there. And my question is, where is Davidson and Sonata at?
Like, I haven't seen the COVID list, bro.
Yeah, he was. Where's Sonata? Where's Sonata at? Where's these guys
Sunday.
that were drafted?
He played
Sunday. Yeah, he played a little bit Sunday.
Because I was missing back and forth because I was on Sunday ticket going all the games, but we need to let these guys play. We really do. We need to let these guys play. And shout out to AJ Terrell. He's making a lot of people eat crow right now because the dude's playing. Got his first interception that game, and he's really, like I said going against Julio and Ridley in practice is going to make him a better cornerback going against guys like, Michael Thomas and DeAndre Hopkins and these guys is making him better. I don't really see nothing wrong with the defense. Probably just need to add more skilled players, get some bigger guys on the line. But right now, if they keep building on what they did this Sunday, I'm good with it. But like I said,
hey Don, you might want to repeat what you said after this, definitely, because you kind of broke up just a little bit. So we're gonna go back to Don after you, Dre.
Okay.
I got you.
Well, I'm done with that. I'm done.
That's
with
better.
that.
That's better.
Yeah, I'm done with it. I mean, I love what I saw. I love what I saw from the Falcons. It was a good boost. As far as Raheem Morris, I don't know if he's gonna be here. Like Arthur Blank said, it's an 11-game audition, so everybody's job's on the line. Players and personnel and all that. So I'm gonna see where it goes. Would I like him to stay and coach our team? Absolutely, but Arthur Blank's the one that signed the check, so we'll see what happens.
All right, y'all can hear me better?
Yeah, we can hear you much better. Much better.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you.
All right. So, as I was saying, I'll bring in a guy like Don Martindale or Rex Ryan to be the head coach. Those are my guys. Or Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles, he's doing an amazing job out there in Tampa Bay. But I know some people want an offensive-minded coach. Not, the Eric Bieniemy. I do not want Lincoln Riley nowhere near this team. I'm just gonna be honest with you on that. But if they want an Eric Bieniemy, I'll go ahead and bring in Wade Phillips as a DC. It has to be Wade Phillips. I don't want some young guy that's just gonna be with the team and get to make a name, and then he's gonna, and then we're gonna be at square one again on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to say earlier that Don Martindale, what he'll do is he'll address our deficit at pass rush. So he'll probably draft someone like Greg Russo, the DN out of Miami, and he'll also address that middle linebacker. I know Debo is our middle linebacker, but what we'll do is we'll move to the outside and we'll get us a traditional middle linebacker. Because I don't know if y'all notice on run plays, most of the time, Debo get washed out by guards and centers. So, and then you also got to address the safety position, just like Dre said, that you're not bringing back Ricardo, you're not bringing back Keanu, and you're not bringing back KZ. So you're gonna have a huge hole right there at the safety spot.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's gonna be a lot.
Well?
Yeah,
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot to build this defense up, but gotta start somewhere.
June, Kev, y'all want to take that? Y'all want to take that same question? How would you guys like? What's the changes would you make?
You want to run with it, Kev?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run with it.
Okay.
Like I said, I kind of agree with them. Like I said, you are like Jew. You say these too. You gotta get bigger on that defensive line. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Because the game has changed now, where you got some big defensive linemen that can move like wide receivers now. It's all about, like I said, you just have to find the right pieces. They out there. Like I said, especially if you want to go with these small linebackers that we got. You gotta have, like I said, you gotta have the big uglies out there. They call them ugly for a reason, because they do the dirty work.
That's it.
You don't need those, because that's how you win. That's how you win games. You
man.
win them in the trenches.
Yeah. Like I said, offense and touchdowns sell tickets. Defense wins championships.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Defense is special teams.
I had this argument on my show about that. I had that same argument about defense winning championships, because we all know KC is a great football team offensive wise. But how did they win that Super Bowl? They ain't win by their offense. They had to catch up. So how do you catch up? You get the ball back. How you get the ball back? You play defense. And like I said, when the number one offense, when the number one offense and the number one defense plays in the Super Bowl, number one defense is 5-1. That's fact.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate that, Gianni, for the $10. Falcons are better off switching to a 34 defense, adding DBs and edge rushers. Appreciate you. Hold on, we got to go back to the other one too. Back in the earlier comments too. I got to give a shout out to that also, who left a super chat.
And I think I remember that one. And like I said, I done looked up something very interesting about what he said too.
Oh, go ahead, Kate.
He like I said, $0 power. Appreciate the $4.99.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, people want to talk $9.99.
Just so damn random. Oh my gosh.
But like he said, talk about the 28-3 so much. Look, read that bottom part. Bills went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I looked here, the Bills was the number one offense in the AFC those 4 years.
There you go. His name is Jim Kelly, people.
Jim Kelly.
He was a dog.
And do you know what the average score was in them games?
Not good.
35-18.
Oh, wow.
With 3 Hall of Fame offensive players.
Thurman Thomas.
Hall of Fame defense.
I know they hurt. I know that hurt.
Y'all see my face, right? I'm just listening to this because this is nothing but
I know
facts.
that hurt.
We can talk.
It's not. It's no. You know. And honestly, it's like I say Dan Marino's the greatest quarterback of all time to me, but that man don't have no one Super Bowl ring. But people will say Trent Dilfer is better than Dan Marino because Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like if I had a good defense and a good running game like Trent Dilfer did, I could have won a Super Bowl. I could have won 2 or 3 of them with that.
Man,
Trent Dilfer said out his own mouth. He said, "Shit, I suck at quarterback."
Just saying, man. Like that dude had probably one of the greatest defenses of all time and a strong running game with Jamal Lewis. And y'all think he's better because he got a Super Bowl ring? Like, come on. Even Brad Johnson with Tampa Bay, he wasn't that good. He had a good defense and a good running game. Like, y'all need to stop hyping this stuff on rings, man. Y'all need to stop hyping this stuff on how many rings he got. Because by y'all logic, Dan Marino is trash. Jim Kelly is trash. Like, that's by y'all logic.
By their logic.
We all know
better than Matt Ryan.
Yeah. And we all know Dan Marino is the greatest to me because he revolutionized the passing game. Nobody was passing the ball like Dan Marino was. So that's y'all logic. So, like, I mean, come on. So, yeah. And then, this one right here. Drew Brees didn't win that Super Bowl, even though he got Super Bowl MVP. The Saints won because of pick 6.
And the Saints won because they were taking hits out on other people's quarterback.
Well, that too.
But
Not forget that.
But look at hindsight 2020. How did the Saints win their Super Bowl? They ain't win it because Drew Brees drove down the field, scored a touchdown. They won off a defensive play. So y'all need to kill it with this. It's all Matt Ryan fault because Matt Ryan did tell Devontae Freeman to miss that block. He did tell Jake Matthews to hold on that play when they got a holding penalty. He didn't tell him to do none of that. So
he didn't tell Kyle Shanahan to bench Devontae Freeman, who was hot as hell.
Or lose the playbook. He didn't tell Kyle Shanahan to lose the playbook the night before the Super Bowl. Like, he didn't tell him to do all that. Like, come on. Like, seriously. Like, y'all killing me with this logic, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, I had to say it on my show. I had to let LaDonna talk a little bit because I had to collect myself. Because I was just
just tell them get that hate out their heart. Get that hate out your heart.
I just tell them, like, y'all still holding on to the Michael Vick memory. He's not walking through that door. And unless Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields can play defense, I don't want them. Now, if they pick them, cool. If they pick them, cool. I'm support the team regardless. But if we get a high draft pick, we better not get it on no quarterback. We better get some defenders. We better get some knuckleheads, some head busters. Something. We got to get somebody out there that can knock a motherfucker out.
Yeah, because if Trevor Lawrence get drafted by a team and the defense still sucks, it's gonna be the same thing all over again. So,
you know what happened? You know what's gonna happen when they start to suck? Guess what Falcons fans gonna do? Trade them, cut them. We don't want them on our team. Same shit they doing now. Y'all fickle as fuck out there. Y'all are fickle. That's why we have the worst fan base in football. Cause y'all don't know what the hell y'all want.
Bro, the Browns went 0-16 and they fans threw a parade.
Hold on, Dre. They know Dre. They know what they want, Dre. They know what they want. They don't know what they need.
No, they want Michael Vick. They want Michael Vick to come back. They want a mobile quarterback, and mobile quarterbacks. Y'all need to.
They get hurt more than that. They get hurt more than any position.
They get hurt more than the pocket quarterbacks because they using their leg. They using their legs more. All right, they getting hit. They getting tackled more than the pocket quarterback. If we keep it on 100.
And look at Deshaun Watson. As much as I love Deshaun Watson, he out there struggling, especially when he ain't got his targets there. His target's gone. His target's in Arizona. So look at how Deshaun is struggling. But he's mobile though. I'm not like I said. I'm not tearing him down because I want him to succeed. But look at how he's struggling.
But check this out.
Y'all talk about y'all want a mobile quarterback, but if the motherfucker can't pass, he might as well be a running back.
Facts. Everybody want to sit up here and you know, Vick was exciting. I get it. But let's be real. Vick was more, to me, in my opinion, he was more known for being in the videos and all this other stuff, being on the cover of Madden, than actually winning games for the Atlanta Falcons. If we keep it at 100. I made this little meme. Well, it's not a little meme. It was like a little short little video of, you know, how you can win the Super Bowl in Madden. Like a lot of Falcons fans, well, most Falcons fans think what happened. A cartoon have a Vick in the video game hosting the Lombardi Trophy, and I had him and it segued into the when he was in the Rubber Band Man video, talking about he danced with us alongside with Usher. I was saying that's what actually happened. Cause y'all be acting like like this man that really did something. Like I remember that NFC Championship game when we played against Philadelphia, and like he went out there before the game. Oh man, it's cold. I'm like, bro, you don't suck that junk up. You played at Virginia Tech like 100 miles. What? It wasn't even 100 miles from
you know the crazy thing about it is he won at Lambeau. And it was cold as hell in Lambeau, so I don't want to hear that. He won at Lambeau. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously, like. And then I saw this comment: give Deshaun Julio. Like, you forgot he had DeAndre Hopkins there.
Exactly.
Talk about give Deshaun Julio. He had DeAndre Hopkins, who I think is 1A and 1B with Julio. So that whole give him Julio, he had DeAndre Hopkins before they traded him for a pack.
But right now, Julio. Let's be. I love Julio, but Julio, he's still a factor. But really got more touchdowns. Then what you call it?
Hold on, hold on. This is the question that I got for everybody, man. Let's just say. Start with you. All right, Jude.
Yeah.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna say this. We're going to give Trent Dilfer. We're going to get Trent Dilfer, okay? Trent Dilfer, a Super Bowl quarterback. We're going to give him Julio Jones, and we're going to give him Deshaun Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins. We're going to get him those two receivers. Do you think that guy will have equal, if not more success than a Drew Brees and a Matt Ryan with those targets? This is essentially what Falcons fans are saying, that Matt Ryan is better because of Julio and the weapons that he has. Get Trent Dilfer, a bad quarterback, those targets. Do you think that they have the same success, if not more?
No. Emphatic no, Mike. An emphatic no. I don't care what. If you give a bad quarterback good wide receivers, that don't make a quarterback. I've said this numerous times. You still got to know how to read a defense. If you don't know how to read coverages, you're going to be throwing that ball in the harm's way. You don't know who's
the ball to the receiver.
Exactly. You're going to be setting your receivers up. You're going to be getting your receivers killed because you're going to be throwing the ball, putting the ball in harm's way. You're not going to be putting the ball on point. And that's why I try to tell people all the time. It goes both ways. Julio benefits from playing with Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan benefits from playing with Julio Jones. If you separate that marriage, you put Julio with a bad quarterback, he's not going to look as good. That's the reason D-Hop was talking about all the quarterbacks that he's had previously when he was saying, I'm the best wide receiver. Matt Ryan is playing with Julio Jones. That's the reason.
You know what? And the crazy thing is he was still putting up numbers with them all the quarterbacks. I mean, Brock Osweiler, Tom Savage, he was still putting up numbers.
But let me tell you this, though. Let me tell you this. All right, let's go back to Vick. And folks say, oh, he ain't had Julio. Well, damn near he had Michael Jenkins. And Michael Jenkins, by the time Matt Ryan came there, it was like he was already what 4 or 5 years in the league. Yeah. So if he would have, say for instance, Michael Jenkins would have had a better quarterback. This dude, he was come out of Ohio State, and I watched Michael Jenkins because I'm a Michigan fan. All right, this man was dominating doggone Michigan. All right, and they had this man. They was comparing this man to Keyshawn Johnson coming out of the draft. He got to Atlanta. Dude was like trash. Peerless Price before he went to Atlanta in Buffalo with Drew Bledsoe.
Peerless Price side, and you said the name.
Drew Bledsoe. When he was with Drew Bledsoe in Buffalo, he was putting up numbers. But when he got to Atlanta, trash. Roddy White, almost considered a bust.
Whoa, I forgot about that.
Almost considered a bust. But guess what? The day that Matt Ryan was drafted and walked into Flower Branch locker room,
Sean, you
this man pretty much saved Roddy White's career and revived Michael Jenkins' career.
Yeah.
You forgot to say Matt Ryan made Harry Douglas a 1,000-yard receiver. You forgot you left that out. I thought I might add that.
He retired 2 years later. The dude retired. He didn't play football no more after that. He quit.
Nope.
And when Muhammad Sanu left last year, he fell off a cliff. He fell off. I don't even know what Muhammad Sanu played for.
Where is he? Where is he? Where's Waldo? Right? He
about to be the spokesperson for Butch Baked Beans.
Him and Taylor Gabriel. Where's Taylor Gabriel at?
Running nine routes in his backyard.
And I remember, y'all remember the Super Bowl? You remember, hey, y'all remember Skip go talking about some, but Matt Ryan, he got weapons like Julio Jones. He got Austin Hooper. He got Taylor Gabriel. He got Muhammad Sanu. I'm like, first off, when did these guys just got a name for themselves in 2016? Because before that, didn't nobody know nothing about Taylor Gabriel. He was cut by the Browns. You got cut by the Browns. You got pretty much got cut by a glorified Canadian Football League team.
Bro,
if you keep it 100.
Hey man, I honestly forgot about Taylor Gabriel. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot he was still in the league, to be honest. When we picked him up, I forgot he was in the league.
I had no idea. Matt Ryan got him a paycheck, dog. Matt Ryan got him a paycheck with the Chicago Bears, and after that, he was separated. They separated that marriage, and he went downhill. Pretty much every wide receiver that leave Matt Ryan's side, they decline. That's all. All the
offense coordinators.
Exactly.
Same thing with offense coordinators. Offense coordinators, they doggone, make a name for themselves off Matt Ryan and Spence. Go somewhere else. They pan out. Chicago looking good right now in San Francisco, but let's not give him all the credit because it's that defense that's keeping him.
Is he really looking good? Is he really looking good? Like, let's be real. Is not right now. Really looking
not
good?
Right now, but I'm just saying the defense. The defense keeping them afloat. But that ain't Kyle Shanahan. I give that credit to John Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's the thing, man.
We still winning games out there.
Okay. What you got, bro?
Okay, I see a comment here. And I know it's the infamous Sean Gomes here. He said, so I guess Matt, here, let me put it right up.
I'm about sick of Sean. I tell you.
Man, Sean this man be.
I want to answer
getting everybody show.
I want to answer this one right here. Okay.
Sure.
You realize the wide receiver position is one of the most dependent positions on the field, right? You got to have a quarterback to give him the ball. Just like that question you just asked earlier, if you had DeAndre Hopkins and Julio Jones with Trent Dilfer, they'll still suck because they couldn't afford their defense.
Mm-hmm.
Trent Dilfer couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. His only job was this was his job.
The ball off.
Hand the ball off to Jamal Lewis. Just
hand the ball off and let them play defense.
Bro, it was so bad. Shannon Sharp and Ray Lewis made a joke about this, saying they told the offense, all you have to do is score. All you got to do is score 7 points, and we got the rings.
That's it.
Yep.
True story.
Yep.
True story.
That's not made up for. That's what they did. Like, all they had to do was put up 10, 15 points, and the game was over.
That's it. That's all they needed.
Like,
most of the time, their defense scored some points too.
If you're telling the offense all I need is 7 points, and that's all they giving you is 7 points, bro. And like I said, I just said it right now. Buffalo in the 90s had the best offense of that decade.
They didn't win one Super Bowl.
Receivers, Hall of Fame running back, Hall of Fame linebacker, Hall of Fame defensive end, Hall of Fame offensive lineman. And they got blew out in 4 straight Super Bowls.
Tell them Andre Reed, Bruce Smith, Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly,
Kelso,
Chad Beebe,
James Lofton. They had a squad. They had a squad. So
it's not so much of being a Matt Ryan lover, it's stating the facts. Because like I said, if y'all, like I said, I'm gonna tell you, this is what they want right here.
They still waiting on Michael Vick to walk through the doors, man. Like, he ain't coming back.
That's what they want.
They want the whole thing back.
If you want Michael Vick to come through the doors, you better pop in that Madden 04 with Michael Vick on the cover and play it on that PlayStation 2, because that's the only way he gonna come back.
Man, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, man. Folks up here, they talking about, man, we need to bring in we need to bring Vick in as an offensive coordinator. I'm like, y'all want somebody to come in who ain't even read the playbook.
Who ain't read the playbook?
You know what? The funny thing about it is that when Atlanta had that team in the semi-pro and they made Michael Vick the offensive coordinator, he quit after a day.
Exactly.
That man quit after a day. So, and like I said on my last show, a lot of these motherfuckers out here think they are playing Madden on rookie level with the salary cap off. They can get Tom Brady, Matt Ryan, and Aaron Rodgers being their backup. They want to get all these players. They think they're playing Madden out here, like armchair fucking quarterbacks out here acting like they playing Madden right now.
Mm-hmm. You ain't lying.
So let's talk about GMs.
Talk about GM.
I don't know damn thing about no GM. I ain't gonna lie to you, so I can't.
The only thing I can say is I just hope they get somebody competent enough to fix this salary cap. That's the only thing I want.
I got some people. We got Will McClay. You got Will McClay out there in Dallas. You got what's the other guy name? He's out there in Baltimore. Oh yeah, Joe Hortz. That's who I want.
Yeah,
because you bring him in.
Yeah, I know.
You bring him in with Don Martindale. I bet y'all defense look good. We gonna be top 10, top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then Patton.
That's all you really need.
Minnesota. I forgot the guy's first name, but his last name Patton. He's I think he's an assistant personnel out there in Minnesota. So you can't go wrong with those 3 guys. I know I hear a lot of people talking about Louis Riddick. I don't want no Louis Riddick here. He didn't even do a good job when he was in Philly.
Hey, y'all already know what I think about him. I ain't gonna repeat it, but y'all already know what I think about him. So I'll just let that be. Like, I'm good on Louis Riddick, man.
Man, Mike, this is what their folks want. They want Louis Riddick as a GM. They want Eric Bieniemy as the head coach. They want Mike Vick as the offense coordinator. They want to keep Raheem Morris as defense coordinator. And I guess they want their uncle who coached the old national. They want their uncle who coached the old national football team
Big Low
as the special team coach.
I'm trying to tell you.
Big Low.
They out here playing Madden
over here too. I got the perfect GM. All these folks in this comment talking about trade Vick, not Vick, but Matt Ryan and then Julio. Let them go ahead and do it.
All I know is I'm glad they're not our GM. The way they talking in the chat line, I'm glad they're not our GM.
We'll be throwing the kitchen sink for one player.
It's gonna turn from the Atlanta Falcons to the SCLSU Mud Dogs.
Hey, don't disrespect the Mud Dogs. The Mud Dogs be way better than what the heck they talking about building.
Oh boy, I'm trying to tell you, man. It's
They'd be like the Rye University starting up a football team or something.
I'm telling you, it'd be like it'd be like the AAF. It didn't even last long.
Oh yeah.
The DeVry University football team.
I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I just be like, when I see stuff like that, I just tune it out. I'm just like,
the DeVry University. You're so crazy, Kevin.
They out there playing Madden on rookie level right now. That's what they doing. They could just think they could sign everybody.
Exactly. They wanted Le'Veon Bell. They want Tom Brady. They want Drew Brees.
I told you they want to get Aaron Rodgers as Matt Ryan's backup. That's what they're thinking right now. They want to get Aaron Rodgers. And speaking of Aaron Rodgers, I don't hear nobody talking about how bad of a game he had, but nobody's talking about him though.
Talk about it.
Nobody's talking about him though. Nobody's talking about Aaron Rodgers and that terrible game he had against Tampa Bay.
Aaron Rodgers can't do no wrong, y'all.
Yeah, because I watched that game. And they didn't say nothing. They said they pretty much said, well, they had a bad night in the offensive line. The offensive line couldn't block for him or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, come on, man. But when Matt Ryan played Green Bay that Monday night game, and they was criticizing Matt Ryan left and right, talking about, well, he can't make that throw. Only Aaron Rodgers can make that throw. I'm like, y'all some dummies. I don't know. That's why I like turning my mute on the commentary, because y'all clearly missed what happened 3 years ago in the Super Bowl. He made that. He even Troy Aikman said that he couldn't even make that throw when he made the throw that he made to Julio.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, but nobody's trashing him. I didn't see it on ESPN. Nobody's trashing him. But Matt Ryan goes out and played the game of his career, and he played the Vikings. I'm like, so he still got to play the game. Like, I mean, Yeah, Aaron
He
Rodgers is
dominated
great,
the
but that don't mean that don't mean we could criticize him for having a terrible game because he flat out stunk Sunday. It don't matter how great he is, he still had a bad game. Every quarterback has a bad game, but y'all harp on Matt Ryan so much that y'all just have blind hatred for him. But y'all don't talk about anybody else that has a bad game, like an Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson or somebody like that. And I know somebody gonna say, well, they won Super Bowls. Well, shit, what did that do with them getting their ass whooped on Sunday? Not a damn thing. They still lost. Super Bowl ring or not, they got their ass whooped. Basically, got his ass whooped.
They want Al Bundy. That's what they want. They want Al Bundy.
So that's my thing. I mean, like every quarterback has a bad game, but y'all seen the harp on Matt Ryan when Aaron Rodgers had a terrible game Sunday. Dude was playing trash.
The goalposts. That's what
how they do. You know how they do.
They like to move the goalposts. That's all it is. Like we call him Stat Ryan, but why do we think that Drew Brees is a great quarterback? Because he's the leader in passing, and that's stats. As Mike always talk about. I mean, if you're gonna compare any great player, you got to use stats to compare them. So, as much as y'all want to say like, well, everybody gets passing yards. Well, why isn't everybody top 10 in passing then? That's my question. If everybody's great and if Matt,
ain't Matt Ryan second in the league in passing behind that?
Yeah,
yep. I think he is.
Yep.
So he's more than just putting up stats right now.
But I seen a stupid comment on I think it was on Twitter today, and like they said, well, they couldn't believe Deshaun was on there, but they talking about Matt, I'm not surprised Matt Ryan being on here because that's all he cared about is on stats. I'm like, his job is to throw the ball. That's like saying
Dumb, man.
I just don't understand it, man. This is like saying Aaron Donald. That's all Aaron Donald care about is sacks and pressures. That's their job.
That's what they do. I mean, like I said, the people out here that can complain about it probably never played football a day in their life. They probably played. The only time they probably played was either playing Madden or Tecmo Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And I was looking at this comment. I don't know if I saw it or not, but here it is. You mentioned the players with rings, but what did the rings do on Sunday when they lost? Nothing, really. So by your logic, you think just because you got a ring, you can't have a bad game. That's your logic, right? That's basically your logic. If you have a ring, you can't have a bad game. That's what some of y'all logic is way off, and y'all comprehension is crazy.
You got married couples out there that got rings. Don't mean they a good marriage.
Don't mean out there cheating, running the streets. Out there cheating, running the streets. Got rings on out here cheating and running the streets. So ring don't mean shit. Don't mean a damn thing at all.
Materialistic.
At all. I mean, would I love to see my team get a ring? Absolutely, but that doesn't keep you immune from having a bad game. Aaron Rodgers had a bad game. Facts, flat out, he had a bad game. Call it what you want. Fight me on it.
I mean, that's every quarterback. Every
quarterback has a bad game.
Somebody's gonna have a bad game. It's someone that, whether you're running back, it doesn't matter what your position. Grady Jerry had a bad game against the Panthers. Like those guys wasn't putting no pressure on the quarterback.
Happened.
Like that happens to every player. So, like to say a guy only cares about stats, man, it's like, duh, you dumb son of a gun. It's like, what the fuck he's supposed to do? Not throw touchdown, not throw for y'all. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Here's another
like
one.
Some of y'all like really believe the dumb shit that comes out of your mouth.
This
like
one
you
right,
really believe that dumb shit that you come like, oh, he cares about. Like, come on, bro.
Right
like,
here.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hit 3 pointers. You're supposed to hit 2 pointers. You're supposed to do that. Am I not supposed to throw the ball because you don't like that? I throw the ball well? Like,
that's crazy. But this one right here, the great one's got stats and rings. Dan Marino doesn't have a ring, and I think he's the greatest quarterback of all time. He ain't got no ring, so is he not great because he doesn't have a ring? Like, come on, man. Like, seriously.
Man, look,
tell the whole story.
If y'all don't shoot
that, you're gonna tell the story. Tell the whole story.
Tell the whole story.
Tell the whole story.
Those guys don't just got stats. They had good defenses. They had good coaching. They had good special teams. Like, tell the whole story. Don't just say, well, those guys that also had stats, but they have rings. And that's what Mike was talking about in his video. It's like, you guys like to tell half the story. Nobody talked about how bad Pat Mahomes played in the Super Bowl because he won. And Matt Ryan, nobody would have been talking about that block with Devontae Freeman if we won the game. Nobody be talking about Robert Alford dropping that pick if we would have won the game. But we didn't win the game.
I appreciate the whole story. That's what we try to do. My bad. Just had to give a shout out to Kerry. We try to give you nothing but the this is what heavy hitters is all about. Coming at you with nothing but the stats and the facts, hitting you hard with the stats and the facts. That's all we about. We're not here to we're not here to give you no bull crap. That's about stats and facts. So, and if you want to talk about go to another show and have them talk about Michael Vick, y'all can go ahead. Y'all can go and reminisce over there. All right, y'all can talk. Y'all can put on your damn Vick jerseys too. Y'all can put on your big ass t-shirt, your big ass white t-shirts, and big ass. Y'all can go do that shit too.
Make sure they get some lotion too. Cause you know they lips ashy and they elbows ashy.
I was about to say they're probably gonna use the lotion for something else too.
They probably is, but they need it for their elbows and their lips.
Like I said, it's a lot of great. It's a lot of great quarterbacks. It's a lot of great quarterbacks that ain't got no Super Bowl rings. So I don't judge it off rings. I based off what they did for the game. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, when people start talking like that, I just look at them crazy. Because like I said, when he leaves, it's going to be different.
It sure will, man. It's
going to be different.
Absolutely.
So you want a 2 point? Let's go ahead and get into that.
Yeah, done. Let's start with done. We go with Dre. You know to use the guess is always first, man.
I ain't really no guess though.
2 point. Well, I can just say what I want to say for 2 minutes.
You say, yeah. Well, you say whatever off your chest. It don't have to be related to what we talked about tonight. Just whatever you want to get off your chest, and then of course how we can find you and everything else.
All right, look, y'all. I appreciate y'all for having me on. I know y'all can, have y'all own little thing going on, but y'all invited the done on. I appreciate that. Look, y'all, and I'm talking to these Atlanta sports fans, guys. It will be a day we will win a Super Bowl. It will be a day we win another World Series. It will be a day we will win an NBA championship. Y'all gotta be patient and stop acting entitled. Y'all get on my nerves. This is why I had to take a break for social media the past couple of days, because y'all be tripping, getting mad at everybody, want to blow up the team, want to fire everybody, want to trade everybody. All right. Yes. Am I upset about the Braves losing in the NLCS? Yes, I am. But guess what? It happens. It's just the other team wanted it more. All right. We got a young core team. Hopefully they don't blow it up. And they're going to learn from this. And they will get better. With the Falcons, we know what's going on with this team. We've been telling y'all for the past couple of years, it's been the coaching. No one believed us until y'all saw the game this past Sunday and y'all seen it. The defense was a totally different team from what it was 2 weeks ago when Dan Quinn was still here. Just be patient. All right. Also, y'all can find me at Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. We do live shows every Sunday. And then Thursdays during football season, we do our rivalry week. We pretty much talk about Bulldogs, the Yellow Jackets, the Georgia Southern Eagles, and the Georgia State Panthers. So we cover all Atlanta teams in the metro area, collegiate and professional. Also check out Georgia Sports Hospitality and Media. We have a website. It's www.gshmgroup.com. We have writers and content creators for every team in the state of Georgia. All right. That is your hub to find out anything that's related or pertaining to the team that you love here in the state. Georgia, Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. We are over 1K on YouTube. We on the road to 2K. So, hey, I want y'all to come over and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that notification bell and share the content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics. So, me and my co-host Ricky, he cover baseball, the Braves, and I do my shows, the Don's Favor, on the Falcons. So that's 2 standalone shows we do. So right now, hey, other than that, if y'all want to know more about me, I'm an official baby daddy. I'm not looking for no relationship, so do not hop in my DMs or anything like that, because I will leave them on red. I will leave them on unread. So do not. I'm just being honest with y'all. Like I'm on social media just to promote myself, just to promote Fila and GSHM. So do not come at me asking me to holler at you or can I meet with you? The answer's gonna be no.
No.
Because he'd be stroking.
I'll be working. That's all I'm about. I'm about making money. I'm all about making money. I ain't trying to. I'm not.
Can't go wrong with that, man. You can't go wrong with that, bro. We can't go wrong with trying to make the money, man.
You come in my DMs, you better be coming in with some money to write me a check.
There you go. Pay me.
Put it in his hand. Put it in his hand. Fuck you, pay me. Put it in his hand.
Exactly.
You got something, Dre?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quick though. You see that girl right there, right above me? You see that girl right there above me? Her right there. I'm gonna lead y'all to stop with the disrespect. Stop with the disrespect. Because I know her and my BFF that I just did my show with, they know a lot more than sports than some of these guys. Like, matter of fact, they be teaching me shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it kind of it pissed me off when I saw that post you made and all these guys coming out here with these off-brand comments and talking all this shit, talking about, oh, you're a woman, you don't know nothing about this, nothing about that. And I was gonna say something, but then the crew jumped in, and you know, LaDonna, she saw it and she jumped in as well. Fellas, I'm gonna need y'all to tighten up. I'm gonna need y'all to tighten up when y'all feel that when a girl's speaking sports and she knows what she's talking about, y'all need to stop the bullshit with these fucking comments, bro. Cause that shit makes us look bad because you can't handle a conversation with a woman about sports, especially if she knows her shit. You know, I don't know if it's an emotional thing or you got a fragile male ego that you can't take that a woman's schooling you on sports, that you have to get disrespectful with her and talking shit about her and talk down on her. That shit ceases and stops today. It stops today. And if I see it on her page and somebody's going at her, I'm gonna check them. And I'm pretty sure these guys that are talking to, they're gonna check them as well. Same thing with LaDonna. Don't let the pretty face fool y'all. These women know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah.
You talking about AFN Facebook group?
Just in general, it was AFN. It was a personal page. It was a personal page.
I shared something on pretty much about Matt Ryan. It was a whole bunch of Matt Ryan haters, and of course on Twitter because it's not my face. It got a lot of hella love, but when I said it on Facebook, someone decided they wanted. I'm not gonna mention the group name because it's not AFN, but it was a big, huge group that everybody kind of pretty is a part of. They decided, let's share this as a joke. You see what she's talking about? All I got was this. She don't know shit about football. And it was just like, get to the point. I had to hide the comments. I was like, you know what? I'm done. Because I went in there and defended myself. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to give a little bit more respect to Matt Ryan. And I explained why, what he was doing. And I'm telling you, I got dogged like shit. But guess what? On Twitter, it was love and tweets. And, oh, we're happy about that because they couldn't see this face. Yep. So I felt personally attacked.
So the fellas out there listening, y'all need to stop that shit because it makes y'all look weak. That you can't handle that. Like
make you look like a beast. That's what you make.
Pretty much, you look emotional. Like your estrogen levels are sky high. The way y'all be going sometimes. Like I don't understand how some of these guys could say some of these things. It's like Steve Smith said. Internet courage is like having a safety over the top, and you're playing man to man. You got a safety over the top. That's what social media is. You talk to Steve Smith. Steve Smith, the Falcon killer, as I call him, because he used to kill us when he played for Carolina. He had a saying that goes, "Internet courage is like having to cover 2 safety over the top." You're basically sitting there talking shit to somebody that you probably don't even know, but you're behind that curtain because you know if this was real life, you wouldn't say that in real life because you probably got your mouth knocked off. Probably. So I'm gonna need y'all to stop the bullshit with the slander, with the women slander, because it's 2020. We got all the time in the world to be sitting here doing what we're doing because we can't really do anything because of the corona. I mean, yes, we're going out, yes, we're going doing things, but it's still pretty heavy out there as far as going out and doing stuff.
And then let's be honest, man. In a few weeks, man, we're gonna end up. Hopefully, we have the first female vice president, man. I don't like to get political, but just saying.
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah.
Stuff like that. When I see it, it just pisses me off as a man because you should be saying that like that. I mean, if you got a crush on her, that's cool, but don't be so emotional about it. That's all I'm saying. Don't be so emotional about it. Yes, she's pretty. Yes, she's attractive, but don't let the pretty
Thank
face
you.
fool. Don't let the
Thank
don't
you.
let don't let the pretty face fool. Don't let the pretty face fool you because, like I said, she schooled me before on shit, and I'm pretty sure
Oh
Mike
yeah.
would say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
No,
fellas, stop.
she just completely fucked my ass all the way up. She just give me it just left, right hooks and every damn thing.
Right.
Hey, don't give a fuck about me.
So, with that being said, that's my part in shot, fellas. We gotta tighten up. Stop giving these women the third degree on these sports because they know more than you. Let the fragile male ego go. Okay, we're not bitches. We hashtag don't be bitches in 2020. And then I want to address one comment before we left. Before I leave, Vick put ATL on the map. I respectfully disagree because the person that put ATL on the map was Deion Primetime Sanders. It wasn't Michael Vick. It was Deion. Deion put Atlanta on the map
Too
with
legit
the Braves,
to quit.
with the Braves and the Falcons. So it wasn't Vick. Maybe you're too young to realize that, but it was Deion Primetime Sanders.
There you go.
Yep.
There you
Too
go. That
legit
man
to-
was playing baseball and
For the
Playing
Braves.
for the Braves and the Falcons.
And the Falcons. And the crazy thing about it was he said on his 30 for 30, he was playing for the Braves for free. He wasn't even getting paid. He wasn't even paid to play with the Braves. He was doing it just cause. So
Had
he
MC
the one
Hammer
who
on
put
the
us,
sideline and everything.
Yep, he the one who put us on the map. As much as I have my words about Vic, he was a great player, but he didn't put us on the map. It was Primetime Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's all I gotta say about part of the shot. So I'm good. So I'm good on that. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Just on us. Stop slandering these women and talking bad about him because they're females. Just stop it altogether. It makes you look bad. But that's all I gotta say. So who's next?
we got the highlight right here. Jew Talk Sports. I guess that's you. Got you a fan right there.
I appreciate the love, Tony. I appreciate y'all tuning in every Tuesday night. I appreciate the Don stopping by. I appreciate my boy Dre stopping by, man. I love when we can just talk Falcons football and we got knowledgeable people. So y'all definitely go sub their channels. I'm definitely subscribed to both of their channels. I follow Red Cup Rants, the Don's Favor. These guys are very knowledgeable about Falcons football talk. And like I said, man, I'm going to just end with this. We just need to respect Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. These guys, he basically came to the Falcons when the Falcons were a dumpster fire. Let's be real. Michael Vick was in prison. He was given a team. Bobby Petrino left the team. When he came, we basically were a dumpster fire organization. And he made us a respectable team and a Super Bowl contender pretty much every season he's been here. So I just want you guys to give him his respect. You can have your own opinion of what you feel about him. But like Dre was saying, when Matt Ryan walks out that door, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. And I hope that we don't go through what a lot of these organizations go through, like the Cleveland Browns, like the New York Jets, where we're drafting a quarterback every 3 years and we're hiring new head coaches every 2 and 3 years. Basically a circus. So, I mean, I feel like we can't convince the people that already hate Matt Ryan. It's nothing we can do to convince them at this point. I mean, we've given you guys all the facts and the stats. We've given you real life events. I talked about Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck. There's been numerous. I talked about Drew Brees being in San Diego and end up being with the Saints. And look, that could have been the Chargers if they would have just believed in them and said,
"Cut."
Yeah.
About no Drew Brees.
Yeah. So I mean, and I bet you LaDainian Tomlinson and Antonio Gates, I bet you they wish they would have kept Drew Brees around a little bit longer. They possibly could have won a Super Bowl. I think Drew Brees is a much better quarterback than a player like Phillip Rivers. So, like I said, man, we just need to give Matt Ryan his flowers while he's here, him and Julio Jones. Both of those guys, they not only perform for our team, but off the field, those guys are great in the city. They donate back to the city. Matt Ryan was even speaking out during Black Lives Matter. Like I said, like the Don said, I don't like to get political, but he stands up and speaks out. Most white quarterbacks are not going to speak about race and speak about politics in the city, and they're not going to give back to the city. So I just feel like we need to give Matt Ryan more respect, him and Julio Jones. I feel like neither one of those guys, unless they request a trade, I feel like we shouldn't even, it's a slap in their face for us to talk about trading them because both of those guys made us legit. So that's all I pretty much got is just let's give these guys their respect. They deserve a lot of respect. Matt Ryan is the best quarterback to ever play for our organization. And Julio Jones is probably, I call him the GOAT. To me, he's the best wide receiver. So all I gotta say is just give these guys their respect. Definitely go hit that like button. Go subscribe. Jew Talk Sports. I believe I'm like 2 away from 600 subscribers. So you guys go hit that sub button. We're on the road to 1K. So you guys continue to hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button at AFN. I think we just eclipsed 400. So hey, look, we're trying to get to 1K at AFN as well.
Hey, you at $4.99 now, man.
Ooh.
I appreciate it, man. But you guys, man, definitely hit that subscribe button. Not just on my channel, but at AFN as well. I mean, if I'm at 500 or almost at 600, let's get AFN to 600. Like all my subscribers, you guys definitely go hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell on the whole panel up here. Mad Mike Sports, the Don,
Maggie
Red Cup
T's and her 4 people.
There you go, Maggie T and my boy K Styles, just K Styles. Hey, look, he on the road to 1,000 too. So hey, y'all go sub my boy up. He just started, but he on his way.
Shit, I'm on the road to just one, goddamn it.
Oh shit!
You got it, K Styles.
Hey man,
go ahead, K Styles.
But
K Styles, this all on you, big bro.
But just piggyback on Juke, like I said, we appreciate everybody showing up tonight, good or bad. Hell, you putting money in our pockets. But
pretty much,
like I said, we have to look at it like this. If you're a fan of this team, like I said, while you got the players now, respect the players. Like I said, we may get on them for having a good game or a bad game, whatever. But as a fan, we have to ride with this team. This team get more shit talked about them on a good day by the media. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't help the fact that the fan base talk shit about this team because they win a game. Y'all want them to go 0-16 for 5 straight years? Y'all gonna say that's the greatest Falcon team that ever played because they went 0-16? I'm sorry, but as a proud of look here, I'm a Georgia Tech fan. I'm used to losing.
I know you was mad Saturday. I know you was mad. I mean, I was mad, but I know you was mad Saturday. I know you was upset Saturday.
Boy, Celine Dion was playing in my car. That's how bad.
Because I know I was mad because we laid the egg against Alabama, but I was like, I know K Styles is pissed off about that Clemson Georgia Tech game.
I didn't expect him to win. I didn't expect to get blown out that badly.
Because I looked up, it was 7-7. Then I went to the store and came back. It was 35-7. I was like, damn, Clemson, ease up. That's what it was. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That was a damn Technical Bowl score right there.
They had the damn Tower Boy score, and they was like, everybody get a score.
I was like,
that was Bo Jackson Raiders score.
I was about to hit Maggie and Mike up and say, hey man, check on Kevin. I think is he all right? Check on him. I think he hurting right now.
I was out partying and drinking anyway. I was already depressed and everything else, so I wasn't even.
Yeah, Saturday was
I'm glad.
Saturday, everybody was going through it. Saturday, the Braves lost, Bulldogs lost.
Man, look, I had me some edibles and I was smoking, so I didn't even care. I was high as fuck anyway, so I wasn't even worried about us losing.
I ain't even gonna lie. Look, I'm 32 years old. Saturday was my first time tasting alcohol. I had to drink one.
It was bad, man. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad, man. That's why I said when the Falcons won, I was like, you know what? At least we salvaged some. Because boy, between Braves and the Bulldogs, I was like, let me get another edible. Let me get another. I even told. I said, man, I had to take a brownie. That's how bad it was.
But yeah, bad it was. But like you say, even with all this that happened, we still gonna ride with them no matter what.
Oh, absolutely, all day.
That is what the pride of being a fan is.
Yeah,
like I said, you talk shit about Matt Ryan, right? You could say they may win a Super Bowl when he's gone, but right now you have what you have. Appreciate it.
True.
Because you thinking they win a Super Bowl if they don't have them. What happens when they don't win a Super Bowl without them? Mm-hmm. And we looking like the Dolphins who ain't had a legitimate starting quarterback since Dan Marino. Cleveland Browns, like you said, Cleveland Browns went through they went through 23 starting quarterbacks in fucking 10 years. Like I said, if you want to have this revolving door of quarterbacks because it's not Matt Ryan, go ahead. Mm-hmm. You can be a fan of another team. Like I said, we can give you your pink slips right here. As Falcon fans, you can go jump on somebody else's application bandwagon.
I heard the Chiefs are taking they're taking some spots. I heard the Chiefs are taking some spots out there, so
he probably already. He probably got the damn.
Or even that the Seahawks. I know the Seahawks are looking for fans. The Raiders, they're winning now, so I heard they looking for fans. So
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
All right, Mike.
So you can't say I'm about to say, so you can't claim you love Atlanta, but hate the players that you have right now. Matt Ryan is not going nowhere. Julio is not going nowhere. So you either gonna have to ride with the punches, or you give me your season tickets and your merchandise because I need some.
Yeah, you can send them to Arizona. I'll be glad to take some season tickets.
I'll take some of your merchandise.
I'll take them too.
I'll fly in and out to Atlanta if I have to. You can give them to me. I'll fly back and forth.
600 subs, Jew.
I appreciate y'all.
Good, man.
Hey, y'all
appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, y'all keep doing them numbers, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm glad to be on the ride for a little bit with y'all. So yeah, good deal.
Just go ahead and take that to Atlanta Falcons Nation. We need to be 1,000. Exactly. Lust Exchange too. I'm gonna throw my cheap plug in there because it's unrelated, but Lust Exchange and my 4 Miss Maggie T subscribers. I appreciate y'all little 4 folks that subscribe to me. I appreciate y'all. But go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was my bad, Mike. But I was just gonna say, like I said, this lady right here and a lot of these female Falcon fans are more loyal than most of you guys that's probably watching this show now.
Big time facts right there. She go hard in the paint. She go hard in the paint.
Feel so good. I just feel so.
She go hard in the paint.
Special.
She go hard in the paint, man. So
don't go too far now.
Like I said, I've seen Maggie do work, and sometimes it's not good because I just be like, oh, she ain't have to do that. Just took his whole heart out like Indiana Jones style.
All right, I ended on that one, Mike. You go ahead.
It's not the end of it, man. I kind of gotta throw my little sentence in there. This is something that a lot of you guys probably don't know, man. If it wasn't for if it really wasn't for LaDonna, who really kind of talked us into it, because a lot of people don't know. I really don't. I'm an introvert, to be honest. It's really it was something that I wanted to do, but I felt like I wasn't really going to do it. Kind of had to be pushed in it a bit. LaDonna kind of helped me get into it, but like what you see with Mike Sports, what you see with Atlanta Falcons Nation, our group, our pages, this woman right here, man, right here, she's been here with me since the very beginning, and we've been doing this shit hard, and we put this vision. Almost a damn decade. If it wasn't for her, what you see right now, you wouldn't have it. They pushed me, they helped me, and she's never, not once, not been by my side. So trust me, you say something to her, say something about her and LaDonna, you got to hit you, like you got to see me. You got to see us. We bring it
the skippity paps.
And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There was a point in my time that I was gonna end up quitting doing all this, and Mike and that Maggie, they drug me to keep doing this, and it's rough. It's rough doing this. We got people, we had word a couple of days ago, somebody a big time Falcons content creator want to quit. Like it's not easy doing this, you guys, and for her and Matt Mike, for doing all this, man. Like, this is not easy. It's not easy. We do more than just sit behind a computer and just talk or type a tweet and stuff. We put in work.
Yep.
So when we tell y'all stuff and we pull out, we don't be pulling stuff out our ass. We actually do research. We watch film. We study stats.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like I said, give them their flowers while they're here. Give them their flowers while they're here. That's my saying. Give it to them while they're here. Because them two right there, Mike and Maggie, they convinced me because I was about to quit. Because I was going through some shit and they convinced me to come back. So
Man, who you telling, man? I
was ready to give it up. I was done with it. I was ready to go and they convinced me to stay, and I appreciate that because now I got a new, bigger, I'm reinvigorated to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, give them their flowers right here. Because like I said, Maggie and Mike were probably my first two Facebook friends. So I know how long they've been doing this. So give them their flowers right here. Give them their flowers right here because they bring y'all what ESPN doesn't. They bring y'all the unbiased Falcons. You as well. They bring that. So, like me and Mike say all the time, if you want to hear that bullshit, go to ESPN. If you want to hear the real shit, come over here. Come over and hang with us for a little bit. Even me, sometimes I'll straddle in. I'm like Chris Tucker coming through the window, talk about break yourself every now and then. I'll peep in and say something. But for the most part, man, y'all follow these folks, man. All they shows, man. They're doing hell of work over there, doing hell of numbers. So give them their flowers while they're here.
And I'm gonna end it like this.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I definitely, like I said, we're giving everybody accolades tonight. Follow all these people, exactly. But one thing I want to do, especially, I want to give it to you, the fans. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't have to be here every single day and watch us. Sometimes we don't even have our audio together, but y'all stick it out. Y'all watch us. You share us. We're growing. And guess what? These individual people on this panel, they growing along with us. So, you know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all, fans. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all in the comments just going in. And see, they got a whole conversation going on over here.
Yeah, I've been peeping it, man. The chat line's on fire right now. Chat line's on fire right now.
We do need a little after chat line, some kind of setup where these fans just go back on each other because y'all going in these comments.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And Sam, I gotta give a shout out to Sam because even though he's a Giants fan, he's been supporting us from day one. So I gotta give a shout out to him. Even though gotta give a shout out to him, man. So Sam, appreciate it, bro. All the way from Vegas, man. That's love.
But check out ATLE and Sports Zone tomorrow at 8:00, and then Lunch Exchange for the people that like to listen to some craziness with me and Miss Nikki. Y'all know how we get down right after. So check both shows out, y'all. But to the next time, this is Maggie T and everybody else on this panel, and we out.
Word.
I'll let you.